If you're having trouble deciding whether to get natural quartz or engineered quartz, let's do a little experiment, shall we? Here I'm going to do a comparison between the natural and the engineered. You can see on the left we got the natural, and on the right we got the engineered quartz. For each one, I'm going to write on it using a pencil, a dry erase marker, and a Sharpie. So the natural quartz should be a little bit more porous than the engineered quartz because the engineered quartz uses resin and it's mixed in with the actual quartz. So the resin should make it less porous, but we will see. So I'm going to first start cleaning it with Windex. That usually cleans a lot of stuff. So let's squirt that on there. I'm going to squirt each one and let it sit there for just a little bit. And then I'm going to come back and wipe it off with a paper towel. You can see the pencil comes off pretty easily on the engineered quartz. The dry erase, of course, does as well. The Sharpie, however, I'm scrubbing it here and you can see it doesn't quite come off. Pencil on the natural quartz takes a little bit more elbow grease, but it does come off in the end. The dry erase, you can see it just like kind of flakes right away there. And now we got the Sharpie. I'm going to, you can hear it. I'm trying. I put in some elbow grease there, but it came off less well than the engineered quartz. As you can see, there's the dry erase and the pencil. And here's the Sharpie. Barely came off at all. Here's the pencil on the engineered quartz. And the dry erase, clean as a whistle. Sharpie didn't come off so well, but it's a little bit better than the natural quartz. Let's try to get the rest of that Sharpie off with some Goo Gone. It usually works pretty well on just about anything, so I figured I'll spray that on there. Give it a quick squirt on each one, and I'm going to let it sit in for a second and then just go to wiping it. You can hear I'm giving it some elbow grease, but it's not quite coming off there. I got a little bit more on the engineered quartz. The natural quartz is really struggling. Basically nothing came off of the natural quartz. Give it another go here. Really scrubbing away. And still nothing. So let's take a look, a closer look. You can see the natural quartz still holding strong. It's seeped down into those pores. The engineered quartz, slightly better now. Might just take a bit of elbow grease. All right, time to bring out the big gun, the rubbing alcohol. I've saved the best for last because I know that this is going to work. And you can see it's just the 91%. It's the regular stuff you can get from any CVS or Walgreens or whatever. And as soon as I pour it on there, you can see, especially on the engineered, it starts to get blurry and those lines are fading. I can wipe it right off and it's going to clean up pretty easily. And even you can see the sticky stuff from the Post-it is dissolved here, so it's not sticking anymore. I'm going to give this other one a little bit more elbow grease on the natural stone because it is a little bit further in there now. It's a little bit more porous. And you can see, if we zoom in, the engineered quartz is looking pretty clean. There's nothing left of the Sharpie marker. And I could have used this right from the beginning. And that's really what I recommend. You can also see here on the natural quartz, it's also looking really clean. There are two really faint lines there if you look very closely. And I guess if I had scrubbed a little bit harder, a little bit longer, I probably could have gotten those out. But again, I don't have the natural quartz. We went with the engineered for this reason. So if you're between the two, I recommend going with the engineered quartz. And if you need to clean either one of them, just start with the rubbing alcohol from the beginning. Now, I'm not a professional by any means, but I have encountered many stains over the past few years on our quartz countertops, and I have found that this rubbing alcohol does work the best on these stubborn stains. However, I would not recommend using it for daily cleaning purposes, as high strength alcohol may weaken the binding agent, but it's generally considered safe. And I would know. I've been using it for quite a few years now, and still no blemishes or rough spots or anything weird happening to our countertop. So thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please leave a like or subscribe, and thanks for watching.